I'm beating the top 10 most liked easy demons in Geometry Dash. Last stream, we finally beat Death Moon. Today, we're going to be playing Xstep V2. That one seems pretty easy. Hopefully, I'll beat that fast. And then we're going to move on to Dear Nostalgis. Roll the clip. Yeah, I mean, I feel that way in general, B. Like, I've talked about this before on stream, but like, at one job I worked, there was an office cat, but dude, it pisses me off so much. People who aren't cat people, they think that you treat cats the same way as dogs, and you just don't. This poor cat just wanted to roam around the office and live its life. Maybe hang out in like someone's chair, go to its litter box. Cats just want to like roam around. But all these freaking millennial adults in their 30s, when I worked at this office space, would just pick up the cat and be like, ah, da, 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 da. And you could see by the cat's body language, it would go fully stiff as if to say, yo, put me down. Because it didn't want them to do that, but they're just treating it like it's some freaking dog that's hungry for human affection at every turn. God, dude. I hate people who can't like, people who aren't able to like, I mean, it teaches you a lot about them in terms of how they interact with other people, because these are the same kind of people who don't really know how to read a room or any given situation, and they also have issues with consent with adults. But like, dude, if you can't get along with animals, I think it's a red flag. I think if you're not able to tell when an animal's uncomfortable around you by what you're doing, that's a bit of an L on your part. My cat loves affection, though. That's great. Like, and I think that probably comes from you being able to understand your cat and your cat's vibe and what your cat wants. And I'm sure, like, the level of trust that people get with their cats, it doesn't come from crossing that boundary, right? Like, if you cross a physical boundary enough with an animal, it will just not trust you anymore. But I do, like, you know, the way we treat our pets, the way we treat our animals, it is a good microcosm for how we should treat each other. Some people miss that. Some people are just like, oh, I love animals more than I like people. And it's just like, well, yeah, I think that's half of it. I sleep on beanbag? Thank God. I'm eating a hot dog with hot sauce? That sounds pretty good. I keep dying on that part. My uncle's dog always used to be able to tell whenever I was sad. That's so cute. Animals are so cool, man. I had a lot of pets growing up, and yeah, dude, they can just tell. They can tell when you're having a bad day, and they just walk over to you and they flop over and they're just like, pet my belly. I got a lot of fond memories like that from animals I grew up with. They're really good, man. Yeah, I grew up with a couple huskies. I really like huskies. They're one of my favorite dogs. Got a lot of personality. Just like me. That's why we get along so well. I go like, ah! And the husky goes like, ah! And we fist bump. We go on adventures together. Catch us 8 a.m. on Saturdays on... I was about to come up with the name of a cartoon... channel, and then I realized that people don't watch TV anymore, so I should have just said catch us on Netflix. Society's collapsing. Our culture is collapsing around us. Everything has become a monolith. Huskies are anxious and dramatic, but consider the following. I'm also anxious and dramatic. So we get along fine. Guys, what if I taught a dog how to play Geometry Dash? Would that be a good stream? We get the actual doggy. Dude, I'm like, why do I not have 5 billion viewers, man? It's actually insane. Sorry, yet. I know we'll get there. I know we'll get there, chat. I know we'll get there. We'll get to 5 billion viewers probably in March. Also, I don't want to come off ungrateful. I appreciate everyone here right now. Y'all are PogChamp epic. What's up, Young Dow? Self-plays. I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so neat. I almost combined narcissist and egotistical. I'm sorry. I'm so egotistical, but in a way, our whole society's vain. So what am I going to do? Be not vain? You're not egotistical, you're self-aware? Yeah, I agree with that. I don't know, I've talked about this before on stream, but I think a lot of people online delude themselves now. Like, don't get me wrong, I do think there are probably people who just want to make stuff and they're not worried about people, like, watching their stuff. But I think it's a lot more likely that, like, it's okay, like, to make stuff. Like, if you're a creative person, like, it's okay to make music and to want people to listen to your album. And it's okay to be sad when people don't listen to your album. Because you make stuff because you want to share it with others. And when you make stuff with the intent of sharing it with others and others don't get to experience it, that makes you sad. That makes you sad. And that's okay. But some people are like, and I've experienced it before too with myself, like we fall into these things, like we think that it makes our experience superior in some way when we tell ourselves, oh, I'm gonna do this thing. Thanks for subscribing. I'm sorry I can't read Cyrillic, but thank you for subscribing. We convince ourselves that, or we don't even convince ourselves, we just tell ourselves, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this thing, and I'm gonna have a YouTube channel, I'm gonna make YouTube videos. I don't even care if anyone watches, man. I don't even care. And you're telling that to yourself, but at the same time, when you don't get views, you're like, I kind of wish people would watch this. And it's like, you can't do both. You can't do both. You can't tell yourself that you don't care about views and also feel bad when you don't get views. You know what I'm saying? And I would argue that most people online fall into the category of people I'm talking about, where they get into doing something and they're like, yeah, but I don't care about the outcome. But in the back of their head, they're like, but I do kind of care about the outcome, you know? Like, and that cognitive dissonance, that friction inside you, that's what's draining. That's what produces burnout. That's what hurts. We gotta stop lying to ourselves. Well, that's basically me. Hey, the first step is admitting it, dude. I was like that for years, dude. Because, dude, that's what all the advice says, right? Like, you watch all these self-improvement, like, videos, and they're all just like, you can't care. You can't care. Well, guess what? You're going to be able to intellectualize not caring long before you're able to emotionally not care. That's just the way our brains work. And especially with how alienated we all are all these days, it's a lot easier to intellectualize lessons than to emotionally process them. It just is, from the way our world's built. So, like, yeah, what happens when you intellectualize, hey, I shouldn't care about something, but you aren't able to emotionally not care about something? You hurt yourself. You're like, oh, I don't care. I don't care. All the while holding on your grip as tight as possible, white knuckling. Clearly, physically, the symptoms are you do care. You're just saying you don't. This hurts the person. And this hurts the person. I knew I was going to choke that. I knew I was going to choke that in a run. I was talking about stuff, man. This level's atrocious. This level is offensive to me. That was a good run. Good PB, thanks. Yeah, it was good. I don't think it was bad, chat. I'm pretty proud of that. I think it would be sick of me to be like, oh man, damn it, I got a new PB. But it wasn't enough, you know what I mean? Like that was, does anyone know what our previous PB was? I don't even know. Was it 69? In classic fashion, chat, it's just what? Do it again, right? What's up, Spinooty? How's it going? Yeah, I think it was 69. What's your least favorite Rob Top demon? It's Toe 2, man. It's Toe 2 and it's not close. Yeah, I think we just got to reach the ball part again. Your favorite demon is Toe 2? That's awesome. I'm glad that someone enjoys that level. That's good. That's good. I keep dropping that input. My favorite demon's Deadlock, but Toe 2 is close. Yeah, I'm just, I like Club Step fine. Deadlocked is my favorite Rob Top demon by far. And Toe 2, we don't talk about that anymore. Some of my least favorite, Geometry Dash streams to date. Now that we're outside of it, I can admit that. But I just felt miserable playing that level. And I think it showed. I think it showed how much I did not like that level. Oops. Oops, I jumped. What's up, Miguel? You lost your streak? Rip, dude. Tough. Don't sweat it, man. These platforms are just trying to make the users feel guilty. Don't worry about it. Let's go. And now y'all know, again, I don't farm the pop-offs for content because that level was very easy. So why would I pop off when I beat it? We're literally yapping the whole time, man. But that was cool. Pretty W, though. Yeah, it's probably going to be a lot of practicing for Dear Nostalgist. But now we got to rate it, chat. Let's rate it. Yeah, it's probably our most nonchalant reaction to date, but I think justifiably. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that, chat. Okay. This is Sugar Dugga Xstep V2. Enjoyment as a player, I didn't really love learning it, but honestly, by the time we were done with it, what's up, Donato? What's up, Virtual? By the time we were done with it, I thought it was fine. I actually didn't hate it. I think it's another mid in terms of enjoyment. Learning it was a pain in my ass, but honestly, I feel like we had some pretty good yaps in the first hour of this stream. And I feel like if I was playing Death Moon or I Spy, we wouldn't have gotten the quality of those yaps. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thankful. Design, honestly, this might be recency bias. I just really appreciate how minimal the design is, bro. Like, Death Moon is so much, I Spy is so much. I just like that we had a level that wasn't a bunch of strobe effects, dude. That being said, mid. I think Xstep V2 is the perfect 7 out of 10. I think it's such a 7 out of 10 level, man. What's up, Tartiflet? I'm sorry if that makes anyone angry, but it feels so 7 out of 10. But it was fine. Once we learned it, it was fine. Do we think it's is it ranked accurately, chat? Is it an easy demon? I don't really know. I'll be honest, chat. That was our 8th easy demon so far. I don't know what an easy demon is anymore. Maybe it's an insane. Do we think higher or lower? I feel like that wasn't a demon. I'd agree, maybe. I feel like that wasn't a demon. I feel like it was an insane. Yeah, let's say no then. Remember it was 11 years ago? Remember that I'm using my present context. And this is like, look, I'm not going to crash out at you, but like people need to understand this. People need to understand this. I am using this based off of my context as a noob, as well as my context of being a player in 2026. I don't care about giving a level its flowers. The community has already circle jerked these levels enough. Mic drop moment. Mic drop moment. Mic drop moment. I'm rating it for what it is. Xstep V2 don't care about what I have to say about it, but I do. It's my stream. It's my stream. We don't have to give all this historical context to it. I get it, man. These are old levels. That's fine. They're new to me. They're new to me. So yeah, I think Xstep is the perfect 7 out of 10. I think it is a true neutral. And that's how I feel about that. So let's hop into the next level chat. Chat. Oh, and I forgot. We have to end the prediction. Let me do that really quick. That is content, mods. That is content. Please let me end the prediction. Thank you. 86% said yes. 14% said no to do we beat Xstep V2 today? I mean, it was pretty free. It was pretty free. Thank you for the believers. But now we have to run our next prediction chat. Let's just send it, man. The percentage ones are kind of cringe. We're only an hour into the stream. Do we beat Dear Nostalgist today? Just believe in something, chat. It's okay. It's okay. What if we fluke? Did you like that? Don't even pretend like you didn't. You made it that far in the video. Well, did you know that I stream Monday through Friday on Twitch and YouTube, and you could catch me live and get to be a part of the experience when it happens? Also, if you don't care about that, or otherwise you want to see more of the video that you just watched, link in the description to watch the full VOD. Do that, please. I have a black eye because I play basketball sometimes. Bye. Oh,